Starting in May, a new federal rule will subject home buyers with good credit scores to higher mortgage fees, while riskier buyers will get more favorable mortgage terms.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the Biden administration punishing people with good credit scores when it comes to new home mortgages. So here's the rule. Starting May 1st, if everything goes as planned, which I think that it will, starting May 1st, if you're going to purchase a home and get a new mortgage, you will pay a higher fee if you have good credit. What does good credit mean, ABL? Glad you asked. If you have a 680 credit score or above, you're going to pay a fee for having that. So here's an example. If your mortgage is $400,000, you'll pay $40 more per month on that mortgage if you have a 680 credit score or higher. Now, if you have a 680 or lower, you will not pay this fee. Why? Well, you are considered, I guess, high risk to the mortgage companies, maybe to the banking industry. So the fees that the people that have higher credit pay will go toward subsidizing you, so you'll be able to get a mortgage. You understand what I'm saying? Normally, a lot of people that have low credit scores will not be able to get mortgages, but hey, let's give money to everybody. Let's not leave anybody out of the mortgage game. Let's let everybody get this mountain of debt on their back, even if they can't afford it. Now, what does that sound like to you? 2007, 2008, communism, socialism, that's what it sounds like to me. And before I go any further, let's take a look at this clip from Fox. You're going to have a couple guys talking about what's happening right here in a little bit more detail. If you want to see this video and read the article in full, links will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio and go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Mitch Rochelle joins us now. He's our real estate guy. Look, Mitch, it looks to me a bit like 07 and 08 when we were throwing money at people who could not repay their loans. I know it's on a smaller scale, but it looks similar to me. How about you?
Yes.
100%, Stuart. And it's bizarro world. That fee that's charged, PMI, which is personal mortgage insurance, that fee that FHA charges is intended to punish those with lower credit scores and riskier loans to basically level the playing field from a risk perspective. What are we doing? We're doing the opposite. If you have a high credit score, and 680 is a good credit score, you have to pay more. And we're talking about real money. This could be $100 a month more, depending on the size of your loan. So it makes no sense. And by the way, this isn't about first-time home buyers. There's nothing in this rule that says it applies to first-time home buyers. It applies to anybody borrowing money that's insured by FHA. It's madness.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what I was saying about if you're getting a new mortgage, that doesn't mean the first-time mortgage. Okay, so if you already have a mortgage, you're locked in. Only thing that might change is your taxes in your local area, but they're not going to be able to raise your fees on your existing mortgage. However, on May 1st, if you go out and get a new mortgage on a house, then you'll pay that higher fee if you have a high credit score, which again, they say is 680 or higher. All right. And he said it could be up to $100 more per month. It depends on the size of your mortgage. If you have a higher mortgage, obviously it'll be more. That's just kind of how that goes.
It is the world turned upside down. It seems to me, at least. Let's get back to the number we got at 10 o'clock this morning, existing home sales. On an annualized basis, we're selling 4.4 million existing home sales. That's per year. And the median price is at $375,000 per house. That does not seem to me like a strong real estate market.
Mm-mm.
No, it's certainly slowing. And by the way, this is going to slow it more if you have a higher cost of borrowing money. We're also,
I guess the objective is to get more people into the mortgage game because the new home sales are going down. But again, like you just said, it's going to drive it further down because now it's costing more money to borrow money, to buy money, basically. So why would I pay this amount? It's going to keep more people out of the game, or it's going to incentivize people to have weaker credit, which means reckless spending, which will also create more debt. It's going to create a lot of problems. I don't understand these people and why they do these things. Who's a brainchild behind this whole scheme? Whose 10,000 IQ decision was this?
Also in the slow time of the year, so things could pick up in the spring. But we're down from selling 6 million houses on an annualized basis to 4.4. So realtors are finding it really hard to make a living. But the supply of homes is still alarmingly low, and on the price side, homes are $100,000 more expensive today than they were in February of 2020.
And it's not going to be a better home. It's going to be the exact same house. At best, it might even be a little bit worse because of supply chain issues and costs increasing for these supplies. And we have to kind of, cheapen up on the labor and the supplies and everything else. So you might actually get a worse house for more money, and it's going to be more expensive to finance it. Like, the price is already more expensive, but to finance it is already, okay, interest rates going up. Then they want to add these new fees on it, punishing you for having good credit. It's not a good thing. This is a sign of a very weak economy. They say that it's strong, but I can't tell.
So we still have that affordability problem.
Whoa. $100,000 more expensive than they were in February of 2020. $100,000?
February 2020, 270,400. I think the number you just said for March was 375,000. So it's roughly a little over $100,000 more.
That's really accurate because even where I live, my house, I bought it in 2020. Well, I started the process to build it in February 2020, right when he said the housing prices were a lot lower, and it was completed by the end of the year. But my house now is worth about 100,000 more, I would say. Yeah. Now, a part of me, you got the devil on your shoulder. Go ahead and sell it, man. Cash out, get the equity. But the other part of me is like, okay, you're going to cash out and then go where? You want to go to another house? You're going to have to pay a lot more for your rate. My mortgage rate is like 2.75% compared to about 7% now. The mortgage rate increase is going to make your house cost more. For a house that's, let's say, $400,000, you put down FHA 3.5, you might pay about $2,000 a month for your mortgage. If you got PMI, your home insurance, whatever, your total price for your mortgage, $2,000 a month. And that's at 2.75. If you go to 7%, your mortgage could go from $2,000 to $3,000 or more per month. And they want to add on this new fee because you have good credit. Ridiculous. And then if you don't have good credit and you get into a house that costs as much as mine or some other ones, or the median, which is like $375, I think they said, if you get into a house like that and you have bad credit and you don't make a lot of money, you are going to lose your house and your shirt in the process.
Well, that's quite an increase. One last one. Last time I went for a mortgage, it was almost impossible. I don't do technology very well. And I was jumping through hoops and screaming on the phone. It was not a pretty picture. Is it still very, very difficult to comply with all the rules and regulations and all the documentation you require for a mortgage? Still?
Nope, it's not.
Hard?
100%.
For who? Maybe for the I don't know who it's hard for, but it's not difficult at all. It's not. They're trying to give away these mortgages because they're having a hard time being able to get new home buyers. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below. But for me, it was very simple.
And I know some people are drinking their coffee this morning, so forgive my metaphor, but I keep hearing it from people. They say it's a financial colonoscopy, and it's brutal. And guess what? If you're borrowing from your local community bank that's under tremendous pressure, it's even harder.
If you've got any money in the stock market, use your stock market money as collateral for a loan from your broker. You don't need a mortgage. A lot of people are doing that. Hey, Mitch, you're all right. You're in Florida, so you're definitely all right. And we'll see you again.
I'll see you in New York soon. I'm on my way back up.
All right. So that's that. Again, this article and video will be in the description box. But you heard that. The Biden administration is going to punish you for having good credit to subsidize those that don't have good credit, which is all bad. You're disincentivizing those who are able to afford houses to purchase a new house, and you're incentivizing those who can't afford a house to buy a new house. How backwards is that? What kind of sense does that make when you're trying to have a strong economy? It makes no sense. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this new rule from the Biden administration? Is it a good idea, bad idea? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is a terrible idea. It is a thing that happens when you have a weak economy, and it's only going to make the economy weaker. It's going to make the whole mortgage bubble that much more inflated and that much, that much closer to finally bursting. Are we going to see a collapse in home prices and everything else? I mean, it has to be. All these things going on right now point toward just that. So it's only a matter of time now. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.